Hello there and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Ngani Titan. We're here on the Arctic map and I'm on the Locust, and I've got the Hellcat crew assigned to the Locust for this battle. Elite tanks in general, that's tanks that are fully researched and have researched the next tank on the tree, have a higher crew experience multiplier than regular tanks. And premium tanks generally have a higher crew experience multiplier than elite tanks. The bias is stronger in lower tier premium tanks, so tier 8 premium tanks aren't much better than regular elite tanks for training crews, but they generally have a high silver multiplier, so tier 8 premium tanks are very good silver earners, for instance. Tier 3 and 5 premium tanks, on the other hand, will be often much better at earning crew experience than they will be at picking up silver. So this game starts off normally enough. I go into my favourite bush because I've got a good scouting setup in this tank. The crew from the Hellcat are reasonably well trained in the scouting arts. That is, they have the stealth skills, they have good view range skills, and they have binoculars, and which extends the view range of the tank quite considerably. So I'm here picking up spots and I'm picking up damage, which is all very useful to my team, so I can give them a heads up as to where the enemy are going, because from this position you'll generally catch most of the major movements at the start of the game. And there is really no equivalent bush on the other side of the map. Generally on the other side you're in the sunken road there and you're actually engaged in a more active scouting kind of position. Now I'm trying to avoid shooting as much as possible, but I think that particular target was just well worth it. And I didn't get spotted, so that's all to the good. Now we've picked up 8 enemies detected, and we're onto our 8th damaging ribbon. So we're doing pretty good. If you had a normal game and you did this much detected and spotting damage, you would actually be quite happy with yourself. Now the steward's pulled out fairly aggressively, and he doesn't spot me until now. So when he does, I shoot him, because I might as well, because I'm getting out of here. There's a medium heading down to this location. There's another light tank down here already, and if I go back into the bush, there's a good chance that I might just be blind fired because people were aware that I was in there already. So now I'm kind of wondering what to do. So initially I'm just coming up here because I just want to get out of any kind of exposed locations. And I'll try some long range sniping while I kind of consider the situation. Now, we're a bit too defensively deployed. Okay, we can have an advantage in the south, but the north doesn't look so good. The trouble with the north is that I'm a tier 3 in a tier 4 battle. And quite a few tier 4 tanks will have frontal armour that I will have trouble with, which is why I loaded the good stuff, the APCR, from the very beginning. I want to make sure that any shot that I fire goes through. Now one of our lights is heading up here to the that kind of defensible location up there, but I reckon I'm better off if I can get around behind people. I know from my earlier spotting that there are probably no further enemy tanks coming up behind the guys that are already identified there in the northwest. Now I have been spotted by that Covenanter on the hill, so I'm kind of weaving and bobbing a bit and hoping that he has other things to be shooting at besides me. I'm a fast moving and rather difficult to hit target, and it looks like he's paying attention to the T-28 at the moment. But this brings me up to something that I just want to point out to people, because it is a thing that I've had a problem with a lot of the times in the past. Still have an occasion, particularly if I'm driving heavy tanks or brawling tanks where I get involved in close quarter fighting. I was spotted. I came around this corner spotted, and none of these guys were looking at me or did anything to reposition themselves so they could just take me out. If the 3 tanks that were up here were waiting for me and they came around the corner, they'd probably kill me in the first volley. As it was, I've managed to put multiple rounds into each of these tanks before ever they reacted. That guy didn't even react at all, despite that he was being shot at from the rear. And what's even more extraordinary is I'm going to come up here behind this Covenanter, and he's busy shooting somebody else, and I'm right up behind him. He's surely detected, And he saw me coming around the hill in the first place. What's up? It just shows, and it's one of the reasons I think for some of the more unusual behaviour that sometimes you'll see in this game. Sometimes you will be attacked by multiple tanks at point blank range, and there's tanks 50 meters away shooting somebody else, and they don't appear to be aware of what's happening to you at all. And you curse and rage at the computer, or at the Xbox, and you possibly, you know, maybe curse and rage on the mic over game comms. And the thing is, they didn't actually see you. They were busily looking at the sniper view at whatever it was they were shooting at, and they were completely oblivious to what was going on around them. Here we have another example of it. 1, 2 shots. Okay, he did react after the first shot. But I mean, the advantage is very much on my case here, and he took his, third shot before he did. Now, 300 meters away from the artillery, I was engaged in a gunfight with one of these tanks. And I put 2, 3, 4. Now the barrel moves, and he becomes aware of my existence. So, this is the thing. You need to be paying more attention to your environment and your surroundings. This, I would suggest, is really the difference between kind of ace tanker play and, you know, regular match kind of play. Situational awareness is one of the key things in this game, and we should all be striving to sort of improve our situational awareness. So I just wanted to point that out. I thought it was a good, fun game, and it was a game that demonstrated very highly how people don't pay attention to what's going on around them. So that got me an ace tanker, and I came first by experience. So I hope you enjoyed the game, and I hope you enjoyed the video and found my comments interesting. And thank you for watching, and I hope I'll catch you again soon.